Hello everyone, welcome to this video. The topic of this video is the power of speech. The power of speech is a talent that should be diligently cultivated. Now what's the meaning of this word cultivated? In the 1828 dictionary, a few of its definitions is improved, enlarged, cherished. So we need to diligently cultivate the talent of speech. Of all of the gifts we have received from God, none is capable of being a greater blessing than this. Speaking of speech. With the voice we convince and persuade. With it we offer prayer and praise to God, and with it we tell others of the Redeemer's love. How important, then, that it be so trained as to be most effective for good. So let's go to Matthew. Let's see what the Bible has to say on this. Matthew chapter 5 and verse 37. But let your communications be yea, yea, and nay, nay. For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 7. And it says, For my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. Spirit of Prophecy says, Voice and speech and song. Page 14. However great a man's knowledge, it is of no avail unless he is able to communicate it to others. Let the pathos of your voice, its deep feeling, make an impression on the hearts. Psalms chapter 40 and verse 9. I have preached righteousness in the great congregation. Lo, I have not refrained my lips. O Lord, thou knowest. So it says here that he's preached righteousness and he's not refrained from saying and speaking righteousness to others. He's not gone, oh, if I tell it to that person, it's going to make him mad and I might not be friends with them. He speaks it all. Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 1. And it says, A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. This verse right here is very true, that grievous words stir up anger. But if someone is upset or angry and you reply with a kind, soft answer, it makes them think, ooh, soft answer turneth away wrath. Ezekiel chapter 44 and verse 23. And it says, And they shall teach my people the difference between the holy and the profane, and cause them to discern between the unclean and the clean. So teaching, preaching, speaking, the power of speech. Back to Spirit of Prophecy. Speech is a talent and can be used to honor or dishonor God. So we have this talent of speech being used to dishonor or for honor to God. Prayerfully, you're using yours to the honor of God. Back to our quote. We are accountable for our use of the talent of words. The talent of speech, of memory, of property, are all to accumulate for the glory of God to advance his kingdom. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. Matthew chapter 12 and verse 37. And it says, "For by words," this is red letter, Jesus spoke these, "For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned." So we have to use this talent, the talent of speech that we saw here in Spirit of Prophecy, the voice of speech and song. We have to use this talent wisely. For by our words we're justified, and by our words we're condemned. Let's go to Psalms chapter 34 and verse 13. And it says, "Keep thy tongue from evil, and thy lips from speaking guile." And guile is deceit. As we finish up, let's go to James chapter 3 and verse 8. And it says, "But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison." So how do we tame our tongue? God, if we ask in prayer and supplication to God, He will help us tame our tongue, because as we read here, no man can tame our tongue. We can't. But through the help and the grace of Christ, we can. And that the talent of speech can be used to glorify God or not to glorify God. Which do you choose today? I pray you choose in one way or another to glorify God. If you're afraid to speak to people, if you're too shy, pray about it. Because believe it or not, when I started this YouTube channel, I was afraid to speak, especially in front of a camera, but also especially to people. But through prayer, the Lord will give you what you ask. Ask and ye shall receive. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and walk with God.